you can tell about how you and Ava, who's in pain now, walked up to the big mountain.
Well, Ava is a professional hiker now after that. Yeah, she walked up the, well, we'll call it Cerro. Cerro in Mexican Spanish is hill, but it felt like a mountain going up there. It's only like 2,400 feet, but when you look down, 2,400 feet is pretty high up there. So we saw the whole of, see down to Tijuana, north, we saw down south to Puerto Nuevo and the ocean and all. But yeah, we had a nice hike on Sunday. It took us 2 hours and change, and it was what the Mexicans do on Sundays. They take a hike. So we went up there and had a snack and took some photos and saw the view and got ourselves down without falling. And it was just the first of many more to come, Ava.
Many more falls? Many more rolling down the hills? No. Yes, Bill and I have discussed this because it's kind of fun where, let's take a hike thing. And yes, our old relationships, basically that was the idea, it's like, I've heard enough, take a hike. So that's what Val did. And he took the big hike years ago, right before he met the NuPresentation. And so he took it literally, and it helped him a lot. Yes. Right, Val? Yeah.
I listened to my wives, and it made sense. Take a hike, and I did, and here's where I am. Ended up. So
yeah, you did great. So at first, it's like, what do you mean? Then it's like, oh, now I get it. Okay, I will. I'll take a hike. Yes. Go ahead. Do you have any more interesting stories? Val has UNUversal Hikers. Okay, and I see these things. I put likes on them. I see them on Facebook. They're all over, which is great. You got all these people that you're sharing with.
No, it's like, you're with the nature, you're with the environment when you're out there in the wilderness, struggling to climb a mountain or cross a river or something. And there's a little bit difference between just hiking and this guy I'm interviewing next. He calls it more mountaineering, where you do have to face the weather and the hunger and the cold and etc. So you do get in touch with nature on a basic level, and it's kind of neat to talk to these people who are out there and have given up the civilized life for 5 months. I'm talking about the PCT, the Pacific Crest Trail particularly, which I hiked in 2014 with my son. So it's 5 months away from everything pretty much, except for town stops where you come in to resupply every 3 to 5 days or so. Hitchhike in or you walk in, but your way, you're immersed in nature, and it's a good experience to work off of, and that's what got me into the NuPresentation. After I came back from the hike, I was ready to let go of a lot of things, and I was ready to see what Duane's presenting here in the new guides. And so I'm interviewing these people who are on these long distance hikes and seeing if anybody wants to wake up. And this guy now that I'm going to interview next, he's more into the survival aspect, which is kind of cool because it's a big snow year here in the Pacific end of the United States. The Sierras are really like 200% above normal snow levels, and they're going to have a real challenge this year. Up from even LA, Los Angeles mountains up to the Washington Cascades. It's going to be a real challenge for them. So this guy helps people with techniques, how to traverse a snowfield or how to cross a river. He has a wilderness education school he's ran for over 50 years. So it'd be nice to talk to him because he's more real, you know, into terms of like, you know, relating to nature. Just it's about survival, really. And you get into these situations, you know, to challenge yourself and to see if you can recognize more. And some of these people are kind of there, not a lot of them. They're still out there and they see the chemtrails. I mean, in the Sierras, we had jets flying over us like really close because you're up like 12, 14,000 feet and the chemtrails are right there. You're right, you can almost touch them, but still these people don't see, you know, what's going on even though they're out there. But some kind of get the hint and are doing something. So I'm kind of after those people and see if I can interview them and see if they want to go any further with what they see playing off nature. So
Actually, that's very good, Val, because again, what I see is that, you know, every time that we continue to do whatever we do, so you're the hiker guy, and and you're telling me about this fellow that helps people, so you can gather the information, and just like anybody else, somebody becomes a doctor, and then other people look at what they're doing, and they become doctors too. So you can set up the same idea. You collect all that information because you like the hiking, whatever, and people like to hike. Again, we tried to start a little thing here. Well, you know, it takes time. You keep doing it and doing it and doing it, just like me with the new presentation. It took a lot of years before it caught on, but you don't stop. I didn't stop. And just like with the bonds, I didn't stop. It's 14 years now, but I didn't stop. Now I'm finally getting an agreement. And so what I see is that everybody has their qualities, and you like the hiking thing, so you could set that up. You just start doing it to where, you know, as you gather this knowledge, you know, helping people too, and then being like the trail master. You know, I like the old white wagon train days because people like to hike. They like to see things, tours, etc. Yeah, and I keep mentioning to Ava because, you know, she's the yoga mama, and that she could set up new yoga with Ava here, and she can basically do it online, at least just, you know, create some new groups just to let people know that she's here. You get little business cards done, etc., pass them out, what you're doing, etc. See, each one of us take on a particular, you see? And Jeremy, like when the kids come down here, whatever, you make business cards about, you know, him and Kelsey are good at computers, and people always need, you know, computer help, computer repair. And you don't have to charge people. You can do that if you want, but just to help them, just to let them know that you're here, you see. And you've seen a lot of these people that we've dealt with. They charge us a good penny, and also, you know, a lot of them have attitudes. And so what we're doing is we're each picking something service-wise what we're doing, you see. So I see that as you can set yourself up just like he does, even more so, because you have the awareness. And as you decide these things, then Rebasar and the boys will come in and bring people in to help you and meet, whatever. Just have no attitudes, just do it. And that was me with everything I've done since Paul's day. Just do it. And so here we are. We have all this accumulation. We talk about it, but it's in the doing, isn't it? So we first talk and then we do it. So yeah, I see the huge potential there with anybody. Again, I keep trying to prompt people that, you know, start your own Skype groups, start you know, do these, you know, just like what Kelsey's doing, copy what Kelsey's doing, and do the new groups, etc. I'm constantly doing this. I've done 3 on the Spanish one, and I'll do more. And then I jump to other ones, etc. Because that goes out there. That goes out to millions of people everywhere. And you don't know who's coming into Mexico. It might surprise you. So again, maybe the Arabs want to take a hike and see you could be the hike master or whatever you want to be. Okay. So yeah. Go ahead.
Another thing is, yeah, with the hike, it helped me to let go of a lot of things because you're very simplistic out there. You just walk, eat, and sleep, and so you don't need a lot. So it showed me the minimalist lifestyle. But as well as that, it kind of taught me that I could have the stamina, endurance, which you need for this. What we're doing, you need that stamina to continue because this is a long stretch here we're doing, and you learn that on the hike too. Like for 5 months, a lot of people can't handle it because they miss their family, or they get injured, or they get weather bound. I mean, that's very real. You can't sometimes you just have to turn back, but other times it's just a matter of decision to move on, even though you're tired or certain things are challenging for you. But it taught me the endurance aspect of this, what we're doing here too. It kind of shows you what you have within you. There's that resource within that you can continue here. You don't have to be bumped off. You got it in you to continue. So that was another aspect of the hike too. And other people can use whatever, yoga or art or whatever to find that within. But everybody has it. You just have to recognize it and keep going.
Well, there you go. See all those words, and you can put them into, the Facebook groups, etc. Write your experience, how you see it, whatever the knowledge, the insight you've gained. You see, you can put that into these groups. Again, you can call it Hiker's Dream or whatever, and you can just put it into these groups, have different episodes or whatever as to what you're experiencing and you're seeing. And again, you want to throw the awareness idea in there, always awareness, because that's what life is. And each person is, they're struggling and suffering to get to that point where they become aware and they really see what's going on. So, through that medium, you can do a lot. See? You can do a whole lot. So you've got the knowledge. Yes, we've all got the knowledge. And as I went through this, and with my former wife as an example, after 30 years in Eckankar with me, basically, it's like, what did you learn? What are you doing? And she's still doing the same old thing. Why? It's this old stuff. And where does it go? It just literalizes people. So again, we're the new nowness. And so everything is new and making more sense with awareness, isn't it? Yeah. And getting the new you out there, just putting it out there, etc. So, that's why when I created the New Sun things and the NU there, that's what the community will be called down here, be called New Sun Baja Communities, and the newspaper too, New Sun, Baja newspaper or whatever. But constantly putting that out there with the worldwide planting and whatever. So you can do that too, Val, and everybody can. You can be the new hiker, you can be the new hikers, you see, etc. So